Well, that shit ended poorly. We're gonna go jungle this time. And I'm good with jungle. I can do jungle. Jungle is one of my better roles right now. Which is, you know, it works out for me in this game. Last game it didn't. Because... oh. But yeah. I like jungle, and there's right now there's this really weird thing going on, especially in lower queues like this, and that diversity in jungle is really high, like super stupid high, right? You basically got anybody that can survive the jungle. The only person that really, some of the people that really aren't viable. Ah, fucker. I wanted to go Aatrox. You know, people that really aren't quite so great right now. Fiora, just because it's Fiora and it's never really that great. It'd be amazing if she was magically cured. Gangplank's kind of iffy. Nar's not the greatest. Garen's not the greatest. Okay, you know what? Maybe not. I should have rephrased this. So... see, he's being smart. We're gonna wait to get our ADC until later. It's a much better way to do it. Okay. Blitzcrank into Leona is kind of interesting because they're kind of conflicting, and yet it's going to be an Aatrox top. Interesting. I mean, the idea is just that Leona is dashing to the enemy, whereas Blitzcrank's pulling the enemy towards you. Entirely trying to just survive there. So who do I really want to go jungle right now? I'm a fan of the jungle troll, but he's not supreme, so I think I'm going to go Vi.
Ask questions while punching.
Vi is still absolutely tremendously overpoweredly good. People have not been taking her as much lately. I think it's just because people are trying to focus more onto these very powerful, very strong picks. That are, oh god, a Vel'Koz. Vel'Koz is interesting. I'm going to completely drop my train of thought there because Vel'Koz is very, very interesting. He's a really, really terrible laner. He can get good damage if Cat. Oh god, Lux into Cat is a very bad matchup actually. Very bad matchup. So it's interesting to see if Varus. Their comp is really interesting. It's got a lot of things that don't really stand out well or work well as a team. They work interestingly as a team. They work well as a team, but it's definitely a solo queue game. And you know that doesn't necessarily have to have a negative connotation, but it's a solo queue game. And you can certainly tell because they've got some really weird things going on with their picks. Aatrox is a good top, don't get me wrong. He's very strong. But the problem with Aatrox is he's not tanky. They don't really have a tank for their team. And their top needed to be their tank. We have 2 pseudo tanks in Vi and Rumble. We both get fairly tanky. Leona. So we've got 3 tanky characters on this team. So they're going to have a hard time busting through our front line. Especially when we're going to them and stunning them. And knocking them around. We have so much CC, it's amazing. Blitzcrank is a really good support, actually. And I think it's a really good counter to Leona. Because you know, if you play it wrong, you're going to go end up in that tower and you're just going to be stuck there. You're going to die in the tower. You have to be very careful against that. It's very scary when you're going up against it. Let's see, how many wards did everybody place? Oh, I placed 22 wards in that last game. And I had people who didn't place any. Neither my jungle nor Graves placed any wards. Oh, team. So, jungle. I love Vi jungle.
I don't need a plan.
It seems weird, but you start excessive blows. Or excessive force. So that you can very quickly get get a bunch of auto attacks off. And if you time it right, you can actually have it ready so that your first charge is going to hit while it's still recharging. And it's very, very strong if you can do that properly. Move speed on Vi is awesome. Because it allows you to get into fun places quickly. God damn, in fact, I placed the most wards that game, period. Jesus. Sorry, stop obsessing over that last game because that was so bad. I just don't like this Katarina. But in a way I do, because their team really has to group up to do a lot of things.
30 seconds until minions.
And if they get a pull on a tank like you know, half our team, they're going to have a hard time making use, or we're going to have an easy time making use of that Katarina ult. Because really, they only have Blitzcrank to stop it. Blitzcrank and Aatrox are the only 2 that can really do anything to stop that ult of hers.
Minions have spawned.
I mean, obviously there's the silence from Blitzcrank, there's the knock up from Blitzcrank, there's the pull from Blitzcrank, there's the knock up from Aatrox, and that's it. That's only 4 CC to do it. 1 of which is an ult. And the other 3 have long cooldowns.
Let's get cracking.
So you start having problems. See, look, here's what I mean about charging up. I was a little bad about it because... shit.
A little smash and grab.
Balls. Cat needed to stay longer, so I'm host. Or not.
My own backup.
I'm sorry. That's just hilarious. It delays me for a little bit, and they actually don't take it. I can live with this, because I actually didn't lose any health because of it. They just kind of pulled it and left it, which is great for me.
Or don't. I don't care.
So I'm gonna... yeah, I mean, it worked out.
Put a dent in 'em.
Vigank's pre-6 are good, but not amazing.
Here I come to save the day.
What are, though,
Wreck it.
Katarina's trying to go ham. That puts a damper on things.
They'll never
Hard.
know what hit 'em.
very, very quickly. If I can get Lux, actually, I can force a flash. I can just straight up force it, but I think she's...
I'm doing this my way.
What did you call it? Oh, well, whatever. I'm forcing her to use mana, which is still a good thing.
Who needs a beat down?
Mana is a limited resource for her. She does not have blue. I do.
I let my hands do the talking.
So I can go up and try and get the gank off on Aatrox instead.
Piltover's finest.
Go Rumble, do trolly things. Burn that flash! See, we didn't get a kill, but we got that flash. It's not as amazing as getting the kills. You know, they've gotten 3 kills on us already. But we just got their Aatrox flash. We nearly killed him, and had he not done that, we would have killed him. No question asked. I already don't have a blue buff. That's unfortunate. It's because I tried sticking around a bit.
Stands for vice.
Whatever. I like to level up Denting Blows. Because the burst damage you can do with it is very incredible. It's a very high damage burst, and it's only limited against minions and monsters. Which means that if I get onto an enemy and I can just wreck
If
them.
you hit a wall, hit it hard.
For maximum fun, go really absurd Vi builds. Blade of the Ruined
My
King
hands do the talking.
into Alice.
My way.
That's
If
not
you
gonna
hit a
kill,
wall,
but it does
hit it
leave
hard.
Kha'Zix really strong, and we don't know where Aatrox is. So that's not great. I should probably ward that there so we know he's not coming down.
They'll never know what hit them.
Oh, why did you do that? That was not something we wanted to go in on. We knew that there was going to be more of them. Why did you go in? I have objections with that. Could not tell. And this is exactly what I mean by
Plan.
Katarinas are hit and miss. They are just as likely to be the heroes and saviors of your team as they are the
You
fuck-ups.
gotta make a door.
Katarinas are... It's one of those things like a shock. If it works,
Come on.
it's amazing. But if it's on your team, it's not going to work. The bug's just going to leave him alone. I cannot believe that. I'm going to have mana for maybe one thing.
Here
So
I
see if
come
we
to
can make
save
it
the day.
count.
Or wreck it.
No, he's just going to go back. I should too, probably. He's going to hang back some. The wave's pushing, and that's probably why. Be my guess.
I'm my own
Damn it.
backup.
I didn't stop it in time. Well, here's hoping he doesn't try and engage and get slaughtered. He did not, but our Rumble was the one that was taking the most damage out of the team. Okay, we're good.
Who needs a beat down?
The best thing about Katarina mid, though, is that I don't have to worry about blue. Giving it over to her. It's my blue. And also, the ADCs aren't getting kills. They're actually getting the assists. Which is really interesting. I'm going to grab blue and then probably
Let's
I'm
get
gonna try
to
and
the fun
gank
part.
against Spot. That's that 480.
Piltover's
Vi can get
finest.
that damage done so quick. Actually, I want to grab me another level. So that I will have Assault Battery.
I'm doing this my way.
An ally has been
Not.
slain.
I was
An
going.
enemy has been slain.
Vi stands for vicious. Let's get to the fun part.
I'm worried by the lack of wards and the fact that he's trying to persist around, so I have a feeling there's at least Sin around. Or Kha'Zix. Whoever the... Lee Sin was last game. The jungler that's going to kill people is around. The good news is I didn't burn any of my summoners, so at least there's that.
Who needs a beat down?
And I mean, we could be doing worse. Our team's not doing amazingly. Our support's got most of the kills. Literally all but one, and that other one is at least on our top laner. So, can beggars beat choosers? No. Do I want to? Yes. I'm pretty sure the max cap on that levels up as... No, it does not, so... But, I mean, if I'm not hitting the cap anyway, the cap, that is pretty good. If I can get a good ult or gank off on her, this will actually work out really, really well. This is obviously warded.
I'm my own backup.
Shit. Kha'Zix is like their whole team right now. And that's really annoying. Let's see if I can bait something out here. Silly bug.
Enemy has been slain.
If you hit a
I mean, it's
wall,
not the most
hit it
amazing
hard.
play I could have made. It's at least something for us. And right now, we need something. Alright. I squashed the bug. I got refreshes on my buffs.
An ally has been slain.
Let's
We have a total lack of warding. I'm not liking this right now. This is not as bad as the last game. I will at least say that. The last game was far, far worse.
Plan? I don't need a plan.
You need to put that ward down earlier so we can make sure that she's not trying to bait us into something.
They'll never know what hit them.
I feel less like I'm playing with golds and more like I'm playing with silvers. I'm not
A
liking
little
that.
smash
Oh
and
god.
grab.
Cat, move back because you're gonna get wrecked. This Kha'Zix is fed.
Let's get to the fun part.
I'm glad you're at least getting a ward.
Let's get cracking.
I can't gank because she's playing so cautiously. She's got wards everywhere.
I'm my own backup.
Been slain.
They actually didn't want to
I
go
let
for
my
it,
hands do the talking.
which is unfortunate. I can't make anything happen down here right now. Just because we're losing most of our gold when they die.
Sometimes
And she
you gotta
does.
make a door.
Our Lucian has not been making stellar plays, and it's hurting us. A
Plan?
pretty good amount.
I don't need a plan. If you hit a wall, hit it hard.
That said,
Who needs needs a beat down?
We're getting catches. We're getting something. We're not completely out of the game yet.
I'm doing this my way.
Enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Piltover's finest.
Kills over the map.
Destroyed a turret.
They'll never know what hit them.
Killing spree.
Oh yeah, also the killing spree is just to top things off. I'm gonna push because I'm not really worried about a
Here I
retribution.
come
They
to
don't
save
have
the
anybody
day.
up right now.
Or wreck it.
I'm gonna try and do like a hard push. Now normally this would be tremendously bad, but I'm buying. So it's actually not as terrible as it sounds. Let's see if we can take this tower too. I think so. Yeah, this is our tower.
Plan? I don't need a plan.
I have Vault Breaker to get out.
Has
We're
destroyed
good.
a turret.
So, we had a bit of a rough start. Lucian is unfortunately not... Well, I mean, he's getting better. I only have about 1 billion gold to spend. So let's use it
They'll never
for
know what
fun.
hit 'em.
Killing spree.
It's great to see that our gold is going to people to people that can do a lot of damage. It's fantastic news.
I'm doing this my way. Let's get to the fun part.
Has been slain.
Let's get cracking. One girl rescue crew.
We're getting the kills. We're getting the picks. We are working as a team.
I let my hands do the talking.
So they may have gotten Dragon, but we got 4 for a 1.
Vi stands for vicious.
I will take that trade. Oh, also the fact that this is 12% of people's bags out. Did I mention I love the ratios on Vi?
Or don't.
They've got a lot of physical damage. In fact, they're mostly physical damage. Lux and Blitzcrank are the only sources of magic damage on their team. Blitz is going to be mostly
My own backup.
supporting anyway, so the damage there isn't as worrisome. I'd actually
There
worry
needs a beat
more
down.
about the kind of damage. Ooh.
If you hit a wall,
It can
hit
fizzle.
it hard.
I don't mind it fizzling. I have ult in 40, so we can have a good strong team fight going. I mean, even then, I don't need ult.
Sometimes you gotta make the door.
He got it, but oh god.
Shut down.
Here I come to save the day. Or wreck it.
We've actually got 2 of the people that can slow themselves in this game. There's not a lot of them.
They'll never know
There
what
are
hit
some.
'em.
I'm gonna grab my red actually before this fight. Just so that there's a little bit
I'll
of
let my
extra
hands do the
threat there.
talking.
I'm gonna go top and defend it.
An ally has been slain.
I'm not worrying about the bug because I can deal with the bug.
If you hit a wall, hit it hard. Put a dent in.
I told you I could handle the bug. Vi's utility is incredible. Look at how much I rip him apart. That was a failure on my part, but also on Rumble, because he went loose with his ult a little too quickly, in my opinion. But I did screw up the flash dash. So that's partial. It's, I'll take a good portion of that blame there. Ooh, I almost have Bork.
Plan.
As if my damage wasn't dumb enough already. I'm not willing to dive for kills right now. We're not desperate enough that I think that's needed. We didn't have vision on him. I wasn't really ready to dive if we don't have vision.
Let's get cracked.
Shut down.
Bork. I win trades. And I'm gonna get a Randuin's.
I'm doing this my way.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Let's go get Dragon.
I'm my own
Thank
battle.
God nobody got picked there. That would have been a crush on our getting the dragon. But as it stands, I actually have denting blows, which basically makes it
Who needs
so
to
that
beat
they
down?
really don't stand a good chance of taking. We need a sweep. Yeah, there's only one that has sweeper though. And the
If
whole
you
team
hit a
is
wall,
here.
hit it hard.
We did not need the stats. No, we can't do it with their folk column.
I'm doing this
With
my
that
way.
Blitzcrank, it's not feasible to do. They're all grouped up so heavily. It's why I didn't want to fight that. Leona did not need to engage that.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Leona got us that one, unfortunately. She went in for the back line when there was no one close enough to really do anything useful. To not lose the fucking game.
Sometimes
That's what we were
you
doing
gotta
there.
make a difference. They'll never know what hit.
I need a jungle for a minute. Rake in some conservation stacks. I need to get tank here. and that's why I'm working on Oranduins. Yeah, I'm not surprised they took
Here
blue.
comes the
I've been surprised if they didn't, in fact. Actually. Randon's only going to protect me against physical attacks, and they're actually surprisingly doing mostly magical. Or at least they did in that fight
get to
there.
The fun part.
We're tied in kills. They've got Dragon. Oh. We've got these Leona engages, which are not panning out. That one did. And this is extremely, extremely diveable right now. They cannot come for... If they try for fighting us, they will lose.
Let's get cracking.
We have enough tools that we can just completely ignore.
I let my hands do the talking.
But Cat was in a bad spot, so we need to retreat.
Who needs a beat down?
This Kha'Zix is the biggest problem on their team. That reaction time was actually bad too.
If you hit a wall, hit it hard.
You have been slain.
Cat has gotten bad positioning and is not. She doesn't have a fucking death cap. We need a death cap from her. We need damage from Katarina. You know, I think that's part of the problem. Let's look at the. Oh my god, the magic damage.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
That was definitely where the biggest damage source was. I like how Leona just abandoned him to that. This Leona is not what I was hoping for. This Leona is causing problems as much as she is helping.
I'm my own backup.
I'm running all over the place because we've got fucking fights trying to break out everywhere. I don't have ult. Had to burn the flash stick. Fuck. Lucian. Ow. Oh my god. Why is this so bad? Okay, what are Leona's items right now? She should have had Locket a while back. It's a very important item on a support, especially a tanky support like Leona, who's supposed to be in the middle of the fight, being part of the team in the engages. The problem I'm seeing here is that once again we've got a Katarina and we've got a mid and a ADC that are not succeeding. They're not doing enough damage. They're just not getting kills. And that's really hurting. I can do as much damage as I fucking want, but I'm in the tank. They're going to focus me down. They're scared of me, so they want to make sure I'm not going to be around to do sustained damage like crazy. Because that's the point of a tank. You need to be enough of a threat that they want to kill you ridiculously. Or you can do that. Cool. I mean, it's totally not my jungle.
Here I come to save the day. Or wreck it.
Has been slain.
Plan? I don't need a plan.
The rest of the team is fighting in bad positioning when we need them in a certain point. Never mind the fact that I've got fucking 8 kills. I have the most kills on the team. If you combine jungle and top, we have more kills than the rest of the team. Hell, give me one more kill and I have more kills than oh, actually, yes it is. I have more kills than our fucking ADC. And
Here I come to save the day. Or wreck it. Here comes the punchline. Sometimes you gotta make a door. Let's get cracking.
I need magic resist super bad. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Somebody help me on this team. Don't just,
I'm
like,
my own backup.
don't just stand around and watch, people. You are not helping the team out in any way whatsoever if you just stand around and watch.
An enemy is gone. Enemy double kill. An enemy has been slain.
Who needs a
You have been slain. Your turret has been destroyed.
You don't jump immediately into ranked. You do not do it.
If you hit a wall, hit it hard. Or don't. I don't care. I let my hands do the talking.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I'm doing this my way.
I mean, unless you want your team to just fucking hate your guts.
Plan? I don't
You
need a
fucking
plan.
always consider your team. You know, if you don't give a fuck, you don't play ranked. You play normals. You can play normal draft. It's there for a reason.
They'll
Therefore, if you
never
think,
know
oh,
what hit.
the draft idea is more fun, okay, go play that. Don't fuck me over by doing it.
If you hit a wall, hit it hard.
Oh. No. No bad. Run. We don't have a team. We need to not be there.
I let my hands do the talking.
Has been slain.
Sometimes you gotta make a door.
Defeat.
You know, I get you cannot win them all. This is a perfectly understandable and sound idea. But this is bullshit. I just do not have words for this shit. I'm about to be fucking Silver 5. Or Silver 1. I have 34 LP. Before I'm fucking done. And this is getting annoying. I did more damage than all but Lucian on the team. And Lucian didn't get fucking kills. Might I point out. Lucian was 3-9-9 at the end of that game. 3-9-9. It's not like he was God. You know, he did not Jimmy did not play well. He did damage, yeah, sure. That damage didn't result in anything for us, though. And it needed to. Our Katarina didn't translate into anything. It resulted in a few kills, yeah, sure. But the damage took so long to get. The only person that didn't eclipse her in gold on our team was our support. Who was, also 9 deaths. I legitimately try when I play. Is the thing. I'm not gonna fucking go into a game and say, "Oh, I don't really care, so fuck you." That's not how you. If you're gonna go in with that attitude, expect to lose just immediately. We did have a lead. Because we took out like 2 towers at once and got a bunch of kills. But that was it. We had one lead at 15 minutes, 16 minutes, 17 minutes. That was it. I actually got ahead of Kha'Zix in gold at one point. He was ahead of me for most of the game. Varus was not always ahead of Lucian, which is amazing. They were usually tied. The mid battle was just. I've got to show this. That was the battle at mid. This Katarina was having a gold per minute of terrible. Placed an extra ward over me. Congratulations, but that's fucking worthless. I like playing League. I have fun playing League. I don't have fun getting teams like this. Riot, please help me somehow.